Hi, my name is Ben Labs, and today I'm going to be going over on how some of the people who helped me throughout my life helped me today. And those people would be my speech teacher, Miss Gerke, some of the special ed teachers I had, Mr. Patron and Miss Yanigo, my 12th grade second semester English teacher, Miss Demetz, and Wendy, who's from Opportunities. Now, at first is Miss Gerke. She was my speech teacher, and she helped me out a lot with my speech when I was young, when I hardly knew any words and hardly knew how to pronounce any of the letters. And well, throughout my years with her, my speech improved a lot through use of playing little mini games like checkers, you land on the spot, you have to say it correctly, otherwise you have to move your piece back to where it was, type of game. Which were fun, entertaining, and also took stress off of making a mistake or mispronunciation when I was trying to learn the letters and the words and improve my speech. And whenever I did make a mistake, because it was in a fun, helpful environment, it wasn't stressful at all whenever a mistake was made, and I was even told about my mistake, and so I knew how to improve it in the future. However, there's one very indirect thing that also Miss Gerke did. She helped me with stress several years after she was no longer my speech teacher. Reason why was because, if I remember correctly, in 6th grade, one of the prizes I won from a game of checkers was this Pokemon Gotta Catch Them All drawing book. And the reason why she indirectly helped me out with my stress is because when I was trying to find because later down the road when I was trying to find methods that worked, I found out later down the road that drawing small little Pokemon like Pikachu worked out a lot, and I probably would never learn how to draw Pokemon if I didn't have this drawing book right here. So yeah. That's how Miss Gerke not only helped me out with my speech, but even indirectly helped me out with my stress, even when she was no longer around. Up next are the special education teachers that I had in high school. The only reason I'm mentioning high school ones is because those are ones I have memories of what they did, and also the only ones I can remember their names. At first is Mr. Patron, who I had in 9th grade and 10th grade in high school. He was very helpful, and when I was stressed out, before I found out that drawing Pokemon was the best way for me to keep my high stress levels under control, he would always give me tons of suggestions to deal with the very high anxiety, which is like taking a drink, do a walk in the hall, go to the bathroom, and all those things didn't really help me out a lot when I was really stressed out, because walking away from the situation just made me even more stressed out. Oh, and also, he was helpful to make sure that everyone knew everything in my AP, and that I got to take my test in a different room. And also, well, mainly it was I did that for every test except for mainly math classes, due to math not really being a stressful class in high school for me, and my health class exam. I don't remember the reason why I couldn't go in another room for that one, but I just remember I couldn't. Now, up next is Miss Yanigo. She was really helpful and had to take over, and had to take on my case after Mr. Patron had a new kid, and he had to choose who to hand off to someone else, and that person's case was just mine. And she also gave me suggestions to help calm down my stress. Pretty much very similar to the exact same ones that Mr. Patron gave me. Oh, and also, one very helpful thing she did is that when I had no helper teacher in my first semester 12th grade English class, which I always used to have a helper because English was always my weaker class at the time, and still is today. she was available down, like, right across the hall, and she allowed me to ask her to double check stuff when it came to, like, assignments, or if the teacher was, like, too busy to give me suggestions, I would just ask, like, hey, I know you're busy, but Ms. Youngo can help me, and she's right across the hall. Can she help me on blank assignment to make sure I'm doing it and understanding it correctly? And if the teacher said yes, then I would be able to go across the hall, and if she's there, get my questions asked. And also, when I had to take a test in a different room, I would know, like, her classroom had a mini room connected to it. I would be allowed to use that room, which I did use quite a lot in 11th and 12th grade when it came to taking tests in different rooms. And also, one very thing that was done in 12th grade, when the school banned cell phones from being in people's pockets and had to be put in a locker or phone cubby, she allowed my cell phone be in my pocket, added that to my P. Reason why is because this is still before I knew that drawing Pokemon was the best way to help me deal with stress, but at the time, keeping the cell phone in my pocket thing worked. But of course, I would not have it in my pocket during a quiz or a test because I wouldn't want to risk being accused of cheating. And also, that would just make it more stressful anyways because of that fact. And anyways, she added that into my IEP because with lower levels of stress before it approached to a very high level, keeping itself in my pocket, just like touching it above my pocket, just seemed to work. I can't tell you the reason why, it just does. And I was just very glad about that because before cell phone being out of my pocket out of my IEP, stress was a very high in 12th grade, but the moment it was added, stress went back to average-ish levels. Now, up next is my 12th grade second semester English teacher, Miss Steinmetz. Now, you guys might be wondering, like, she was just like a substitute teacher at the time, and what type of impact she had? Well, it just turns out that coincidentally, the one semester that there was a substitute teacher for the whole semester, it coincidentally was someone who was used to dealing with more unique kids, like people with IEPs in school districts. So she was able to help me out quite a lot, especially in the mythology, like creating PowerPoint mythology thing that I really struggled with. Like, she would allow me to, like, use hers as, like, a base example, for me, like, to help make mine, so that way then it could be, so that, like, I would be able to remember the myths and stuff and pass the tests. And also, she did anything within her power to help me, which she did. Like, having a word bank on the quiz stuff, so that would be, like, if I, like, blank animal was an owl type stuff, because when it came to the myths, I always struggled to remember specifically who had what animal, but with the word bank, it helped me out a lot because I could remember it, but I tip my tongue type remember, but I couldn't fully remember in the word bank. It allowed me to fully remember most of them. That's mainly how she helped me out a lot. That's how a substitute teacher helped me out a lot during my second semester in 12th grade English. Alrighty. Finally up next is Wendy from Opportunities. Now, she's someone who's helps me get she's supposed to helps people get jobs type of stuff. And she helped me out get my McDonald's job and my job at Genesee, which I'm very grateful for. And also, when my job started at McDonald's, she'd always just stay around for my short little 3 to 4 hour shifts, make sure everything's going smoothly type of stuff. And stuff did go smoothly, and after that, I was just at my workplace with the other workers and stuff, and that allowed the transition to go way smoother. And also for the Genesee job, she's the one who mentioned Genesee to me, and I never knew that place existed in the first place until she mentioned it. And it literally was the type of job that could allow me help be in a position where I can make an impact on kids who are more unique like I am. And also, that job I was able to be more sure that helping kids when I grow up is something I definitely want to do. Since that type of work to me feels like volunteering with a paycheck because I get to make an impact in people's lives. And also, another thing she helped me out with was to make sure I gained like valuable skills and knowledge to be able to keep my job through various programs. And most of which I can't remember the names of because I haven't used some of those programs. Was just like use them for like once, like finish them throughout one semester in college and done with them. Maybe like that was it. But one of the new ones I know about is like skills pay your bills, which allows me to see some skills that everyone has, but never really thought about how important. I never really knew how important those type of skills are in a job. Like your mental attitude, keeping it positive, will allow you to like have a more fun work day and be able to work better. So that is how she ended up helping me throughout all the book stuff. And also, one side thing, when it comes to people's actions that are helping kids, yes, there might be stuff, yes, the actions might be for, to help them, like, whether it's like speech, for speech teachers, finding a job, making sure the IEP is being held up in the classrooms, and make sure the teachers are allowing the students to use the IEPs, and, or changing it type stuff. Remember one thing, your actions will definitely have that type of impact if you truly believe in it, but don't forget that sometimes your actions might have an impact that lies many years down the road. And also, like on how this Pokemon drawing book that I originally just got as a prize and got me interested in Pokemon drawing allowed me to help find the best way to deal with my stress. And I know it's the best way to help me deal with my stress because I still do it in college. And ironically, sometimes when I forget this, it honestly just causes some stress until I just draw the little Pokemon with a little message to help reassure me throughout the test. And also, there are other people who helped me out, but I'm honestly just very bad with names and faces type of stuff, so I had to write down the people's names that I could remember. And also one side thing. This is the first name so I can't remember, but the person at my college, which is UW Milwaukee at Waukesha, original name UW Waukesha, until the name change. She helped me with the transition of changing programs from the UW Waukesha way of dealing with IEPs in college to UW Milwaukee's electronic system, which was very helpful because that was very difficult and would have been impossible without her assistance on how to do the stuff. That is all. And just remember to always, if you believe in your heart that you can make a difference with the kids, then you definitely will make an impact in their lives and make a difference. That's all. Bye!